On this week's Friday Favorite, we're talking about our Weber Q Grill. And bear with me, we're outside, it's windy. We're also testing out a little dead cat we have wrapped around our microphone, so if it's a little breezy, pay no attention to it. And a dead cat isn't exactly a dead cat, it's a little muff that fits over it. Anyway, testing that. Apologize in advance if you hear wind noise, but it is windy tonight. Now, let's get to the grill. This is a really handy little grill. Cover it. This thing was optional, by the way. We did end up picking this up. I think it was at Home Depot, but I think you can get it anywhere. It's really small, really lightweight. You can easily pick it up and move it. This thing isn't going to put out quite the heat that your larger grill or residential grill might, but this thing still does a really good job of heating up our dinners. We cook a lot of veggies and even some meat on this guy too. It's a little dirty right now, but yeah, it works incredibly well. We have it on top of a GCI table that we just got, actually. Really love this thing. Haven't used it all that much yet, but as you can see, it's pretty extendable. But that's not why you're watching this video. This is about the grill. One of the things that we did to this grill is we actually hooked this thing up to the propane tanks on the Airstream. Traditionally, just your typical propane tank that you can get at 7-Eleven or Walmart or any gas station could power this thing pretty easily. But we don't want to keep changing those out. So we ran a propane line to our Airstream. We did a little bit of modification there to get that to work. We'll link you to that video so you can see how that worked. But we just turned it on from the Airstream and we have all the propane that we can possibly stand, or until our two 40-pound tanks run out of propane. So we can cook a long time on this grill. So we use this thing primarily in the summer, but even still in the winter some. But we want to keep the heat when we're cooking out of the Airstream, so we cooked almost everything out here. So we cooked more than meat and veggies. We actually used this thing to double as an oven. We cooked nachos in here. We cook rice. We just cover it so it kind of steams and acts like a traditional oven. With this thing closed, it does have airflow, but it's not gonna blow out the flame. So it can act exactly like an oven if you need it to. This is a nice temperature gauge that not all grills have, but even this tiny little grill does. It can easily get up to 450, 500 degrees. I don't think we've ever had it up to 6. That doesn't necessarily mean that it won't. We just haven't had to cook anything at 600 degrees. I think the most we've had is 500 maybe degrees in here. And what we lack in like sheer cooking power, this thing won't get up to 1200 degrees, but it's really small and easy to work with. When we move, we just disconnect the propane line, fold these guys in, and throw it in the truck. It's very light, very easy to carry, like I talked about before. And as you can see, it's 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet wide. So super small, can fit it anywhere, and it has never failed us when we're trying to cook dinner. So that is it for this week's Friday Favorite of our Weber Q Grill that we absolutely love, and very flexible and very small. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe if you're not already. And if you have another grill that you travel with, or even if you don't travel, but it's really light and easy to maneuver and take with you, do let us know, because eventually this thing will probably crash and we'll have to get a new one. So it's always nice to have those suggestions right there at our fingertips. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.